Hello everyone, welcome to hopefully the last part of doing the easy exercises on the woodpecker method. We are on puzzle 199 and we've got this puzzle. I've already been putting it through the engine now, just kidding. I actually don't know the solution to this, I'm just having a brief look on this one. What annoys me as well is this is a blitz game. Ah, no wait, we had this in the last video, didn't we? I think it was this move, wasn't it? Ah, yeah, that works. Okay. Yeah, we had this already. So this rook comes here. And what do we play now? Wait, can we move up? The discover the attack I don't think really works all that well. I feel as though he just sort of sidesteps that quite easily. Okay, so I think it's takes. Yeah, there's a few takes here now. So captures. Let's do this right. Let's make sure we've got this correct. I think I'd go this way because I'm threatening two things here, aren't I? So there we go. Alright, black to play, and we've got Kastimiov, whatever his name is. Again, another world champion you've probably never heard of, and don't worry, you're not the only one. Yeah, these were the ones that won the FIDE World Cups and stuff like this, which, again, no one's ever heard of, so don't panic too much. Right, so with this one, it's just a simple deflection, so I move that away and I can take the queen. Okay. I'm looking at this idea. If the knight captures, I can't see a concrete way to win this. All that well. Alternatively, takes here, queen takes, the knight captures. That looks pretty good. So I think I win a piece out of that. So I'm going to do that. Knight captures. There we go. Okay, black to play in this one. I think again this idea looks pretty good, although king captures, and then where do I go from there? Is a good question. So, So do I take the bishop? After queen captures, I can then take the other rook. So that looks pretty good. The alternative is if they take the queen, I just keep ploughing through to the rook. So I like that idea. Yeah. Ooh, he can take there, can't he? Ooh, I made a mistake. Well, I clearly haven't because I'm doing this puzzle. But I guess I capture here and then I take the rook. So that's not so bad. Yeah, he can't do stuff like this because the bishop defends that square. Okay. Right, what is the solution to this one? So I think it's just this, isn't it? It's a nice back row, mate. Yeah. Oh no, we'd do this. This is better, and then we take the queen. Okay. What is the right move? Let's try and work this one out. Let's see. Just looking at I'm always tired in these videos. Yeah, I'm just looking at all the different things. Okay, right, so I think I know what the solution is. I take here, queen takes, and then bishop. There's a lovely skewer, isn't there? So that looks pretty good. Let's do that. And there we go. Oh, we can take a pawn at the end of it. Not too worried about this move because we can just jump in there. Right. Oh dear, sorry. White to play. Oops, my steam going up there. So the problem with this position at the moment is this knight can at any point deliver a nasty discover check. So we've got to prepare for that. But we've got lots of threats ourselves. I mean, look at this position. I think actually we can sack the queen here after this. Rook comes along, king comes up, and then that's a checkmate, isn't it? So that looks pretty good to me. Okay, black to play. This one from memory, if I can remember this one, it is a queen sack, I think. I want to say it is. I'm just trying to remember the best way to sack the queen. So I think queen takes, king comes in, we move forward, that comes with check. King comes along, and then how do we progress in this position? Okay, we've got this this potential pin, which is really good. Okay, so I like the look of this. Let's go here, and then we do that. Lovely. Okay. Number 207, we're getting there. We're almost, I think there's only about 16 left to go. Hopefully get this done very, very soon. Okay. I'm liking the look of this. If rook captures, we take this. This comes with a check. And then we take back the material. We're up an exchange. If bishop takes, again, we can take this way. Still up an exchange. And if anything else, we can just take the rook. So I like the look of this. Happy with that. Okay. It's cool that I'm getting a lot of these puzzles. I've just been doing Puzzle Rush on chess.com. I've been struggling a little bit with that. I mean, to be fair, that one's a lot more quick, and yeah. So you're in a bit of time pressure, shall we say, in those positions. So not too fair to put yourself against that. Okay, so I think the solution is rook here. It looks very tempting. But I'm just trying to see if black can just ignore it. Because the threat was we can just take here. But actually he just takes back here, and I think he's doing okay. So I'm just sort of see if I can find anything a bit better. Maybe just taking the actual pawn itself is better here. Yeah, after queen takes, we just move our rook along. But queen goes back. I'm just trying to make sure we've actually got something here, and then can we just start crashing in? I'm not sure, but I think this works though. Queen takes, rook comes along. If king takes, I still give him with check. Otherwise, is there something better here that I'm missing? I've got these nice knights over here as well. Let's not neglect them. But I'm not sure how they can get into the position. to do some nasty stuff. They seem a bit too far away to actually influence anything here. No capture here. No, that was incorrect. Okay, so knight to e6. I was wrong then, so I guess I see the idea now. After that takes, we go jump in there. Okay, so as a shame, I should have just played that. Well, thought a bit more and not played so impulsively. That'll be one to remember though. Okay, black to play. Okay. I think it's just a deflection here. Looks like it makes the most sense. We're on to Parloff now. More a world champion I can finally recognise. Alright, this one's actually a really tough one. I've struggled on this one before. I tend to remember the ones I've failed more than the ones I've actually passed, because I then kind of go, oh, just double check, that's that. So with this, you have to play knight here, and or basically the problem here is black's about to checkmate you. You've got to find a good way. You can't play any sort of passive stuff here. You just get beaten. So the move is this, and it just sort of helps. This comes with a tempo, so it just gives you that one extra move to save the position, and actually you're then completely winning. Okay, so here I want to go here, I believe. Takes, yeah. Right, let's have a look. Black to play, win this one. This is tempting. Do I see any drawback in doing that? This just looks pretty good. Okay, there we go. So white either wins a pawn by exploiting a potential pin on the 8th rank, either by... Okay, let's have a look. I think takes here, and then that looks pretty good, doesn't it? That looks pretty good. I can't see anything wrong with this idea. Okay, white to play. Almost at the end, actually. We've got Magnus Carlsen now. This is a puzzle against Magnus, but bear in mind, actually, this was 2005. So I think Magnus was only, let's see, turned 30 this year, so he must have only been 15 at the time. So not really fair against such a strong grandmaster like Gatta to put it against him that he lost this game, but here's what it is. Right, so here, how did Gatta win this? Oh, okay, right, so I think there's a deflection, isn't it? Because you can play this, the queen comes here, you can take this bishop, and that comes with a threat on the rook. He's got no time to take the bishop then. So, and this is just a really strong pass pawn now. The interesting line is, what happens after that? I suppose you take the queen. No, it doesn't do anything, yeah, so he has to react to that. Okay, black to play. Black to play, black to play. I think just take the bishop looks pretty good, because deflects the rook away. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, 216. We're almost there now. So I think this is just a deflection, surely. Let's have a look. Go here, rook comes along. Do we just take the queen? Or do we, even better, maybe just take another rook off? Just exchange a bit more off. I can't see anything all that wrong with that idea. And we're now up in exchange. Okay. Another black to win on this one. Already tempting as this sort of move, but I can't see a good follow-up to it. If the pawn takes, is there enough there? Yes, actually there is, because we've got this hanging bishop here. So we can do this, do that, another check, and go here. Okay. Let's see. So this queen defends him. I think the move is actually quite brilliant. I can remember this one now. I think it's this. No, it's not, is it? Yeah, no, it is. Is it this move? Rook captures. No, it doesn't work. There's a queen sack here or something. I can just about remember it, but I can't remember where you put it. So, I mean, this is tempting too. Don't get me wrong. There's a skewer there, but there's something better in this position. I can feel it because this king is very, very exposed at the back here. So go here. If he takes that, I just take the queen. So that looks pretty good. So I'm going to do that. There we go. Okay, this one is very, very, very similar to another game that we had in another puzzle. You might recognise it. I think the solution is exactly the same. Play knight here, and there we go. This is actually also winning as well, in a different way. So just so you're aware. Okay, white to play. This is against Fabiano, so got some tough players now. Let's see. I think this and then push the pawn looks good to me. So I'm going to do that. Push here. That comes with a check. Very nice. Actually, I wouldn't even take that way. I'll do it this way. Much better. Or even jump in with the rook. Okay, we're almost at the end. Only 3 more puzzles to go. So, almost there now. I think bishop there looks good, doesn't it? Because we win the rook out of it. Just want to see if there's anything better. It's always tempting to go for the most obvious move, but it could be a checkmate here that I'm missing. No, I think that looks pretty good, doesn't it? So do that, win the rook. Oh, it's a very famous one. Very, very famous one. This is the final match of their Rapid Armageddon, where Carlsen defeated Sergei Karyakin. The move here was a queen sacrifice. Very nice. Congratulations! We finished it. We beat the chapter. We did very well. I think we only failed, 3 or 4 puzzles out of that. So, very good work, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching and getting to the end. I don't know if I want to do any further upload on the channel. It does take quite a lot of time to do this, so it means actually it takes me away from doing my own study on here. But if you guys really enjoy this, let me know. Otherwise, take care. Bye.